A brief history of Clarion County. At the time the first settlers made their way into our area in 1801, the region was part of Venango and Armstrong counties and was a wilderness. Pioneer settlers were predominantly Scottish, Irish, and German, and came here from older counties. Clarion County, erected on March 11, 1839, from parts of Venango and Armstrong counties, is named for the Clarion River, as is the county seat town of Clarion. Clarion County was the 54th county in the state to be formed. In early times, the Clarion River was known as Stump Creek and Toby's Creek. These names were retained until an act of assembly was passed declaring it a public highway under the name of the Clarion River. When surveying for a road, the surveyors camped by the river, hearing the sounds of ripples rom the water made mellow by the wall of timber on both sides of the river, caused one man to say that it sounded like a distant clarion. Cook Forest State Park, a tract of 6,000 acres with a frontage of 8 miles on the Clarion River, lies mostly in Clarion County and contains the largest stand of virgin white pine east of the Mississippi River. Growth of the county in population and enterprise was mainly due to the rise of lumber, iron, oil, glassmaking, and coal industries. The large stand of virgin timber in the county attracted the lumbermen. The earliest means of livelihood, other than farming, was lumbering. Lumber rafts were floated to the market at Pittsburgh, and many sawmills existed here. Clarion County was known as the Iron County due to the many iron furnaces here, more than any other county in the state. Located with the oil-producing region of the state, Clarion County shared in the development of this natural resource after the drilling of Colonel Edwin L. Drake's well at Titusville in 1859. The county was at the time a leading oil producer. In addition to an oil belt, the county has extensive gas fields and, for glass making, good fine clay and plentiful coal reserves. Clarion, the county seat. Sometime in the fall of 1839, the town plot containing 200 acres was surveyed by John Salone, Jr. The public sale of the lot began October 30th, 1839, and continued for 3 days. The highest price for a lot was $757.50, and the next value was sold for $560. Grounds for the county buildings and public square were reserved for sale. On April 6, 1841, the village of Clarion was incorporated into a borough. The first courthouse was destroyed by fire in 1859, and the second in 1882. The present courthouse was built in 1883. The bid awarded to P.H. Melvin at a cost of $88,370. The first jail was a plain structure of square-cut sandstone. After falling into disrepair, it was torn down and the stones were used in the foundation of the courthouse. A contract for the second jail was awarded on April 7, 1873 to Samuel Wilson and W.W. Greenland and priced at $120,274.50. The structure is imposing in appearance. The front comprised the sheriff's residence. A square battlement tower arises from the front section. The rear section contained 20 cells at 8.5 feet by 14 feet each. There were 2 bath cells. The floors were iron gated with outside doors of oak 2 feet thick. The jail was heated by steam. There was only one execution in history of Clarion County. Invitations were issued. Invitation to a hanging. This admits Foster M. Mahoney in the execution of Vincent Wojciech on June 1, 1911, at 10 o'clock a.m. at the Clarion County Jail, Clarion, PA. The execution was the punishment for a murder that occurred in Reimersburg on October 18th, 1909. Highlights of Clarion history. Soldiers' Monument in the park was erected in 1896 and was the first such monument to be erected in a public park in the state. The Foxburg Clubhouse is the oldest golf course in continuous use in the United States and houses the Golf Hall of Fame. The highest bridge east of the Mississippi spans the Allegheny River over Interstate 80 near Emlenton. I-80 has 8 exits in Clarion County. This access has brought considerable industry to the county. Home to the Leatherwood Anti-Horse Theft Association, unique to continuing active membership for over 100 years, created to stop Sebastian Boss Buck and his gang, famous throughout the state and nation, and usually referred to as the Clarion County Horse Thieves. The Autumn Leaf Festival, held every fall, is a week-long festival for fun for all ages. Mrs. Pennsylvania of 1960 was Miss S. Charlotte Logue from Sligo. Miss Teenage America crowned Melissa Galbraith in 1973. PA Mother of the Year for 1973 was Louise Jordan. Clarion University is well known throughout the state as one of the best teachers' colleges. Also, many state champions have excelled in the field of sports. The 1996 Olympic gold medal winner in wrestling, Kurt Angle, graduated from Clarion University.